going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Drama Bear podcast. And today we got the film room episode on a matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The Chicago Bears lost to the Green Bay Packers 28-19, but still showed lots of interesting stuff, and that's what we want to look at today in today's film room. We, as always, want to look at the offensive performance against the Packers, and especially take a look at quarterback one Justin Fields, who had probably the best game of his career, at least passing the football, not rushing it. He had some moments with rushing it, but the Bears really made him drop back. That's what I wanted to see out of him for the rest of the season. Let him develop as a passer. And that's what exactly Luke Getsy did in this game, and what also Justin Fields showed in this game. Lots of progress, so tons of interesting plays to look into. Some good plays by the offensive line too. Justin Fields was not sacked once for the first time this season, so really good performance overall by the offense in my opinion. And without further ado, let's get right into it and start off with today's film room. So now in the film room, we want to start off as always with drive number 1 for the Chicago Bears offense. This time a 1st and 10 situation later in that drive. And as always, we want to watch the play first of all. Beautiful concept right here. With today's film room, I don't know what it is with the coaches film on the Game Pass. It has some bugs. There will be some green lights in there from some perspectives. Not all the time, but just for your information why this will appear several times in today's video. But starting it off, beautiful completion as we saw to EQ Equanimous St. Brown, or Equanimous St. Brown in that situation. Really love that play design. On the top of the screen, you have a 2x2 formation, 2 wide receivers, and at the top of the screen, 2 tight ends. And both of them will actually help out blocking in that scenario. So only 3 guys on the route. It's the running back who's going to go into the flats and David Montgomery, and then you'll have that beautiful inside release by both of them. You'll have then the up break, somewhat of that go route, inside release go by Velus Jones Jr. And EQ follows it up with that inside release, breaks it upwards, and then turns the corner. So just a classic corner route right there by EQ. But love the play design and how they made it. And then right there, wide open, beautiful play design, and great PA sell too by the offensive line in that case. Good pocket to throw from, and then beautiful play action sell works perfect against that cover. It looks like cover 2 look in that case by them 2 deep safeties, right? You got 2 corners there. Move the pocket. Give him some time, has enough time in the pocket, and there you see it breaks into the zone coverage. Perfect pass by Justin Fields. Really love this one above the cornerback and in front of the safety. Perfect placement on the numbers. Really good play by Justin Fields to start off the game on the first drive. And then we have the end zone angle too. Let's see the offensive line for this one a bit closer. I mean, it's good enough blocks, right? Right there, Cody Whitehair recovers strong against number 97 here. I'm missing his name right now, but doesn't. Kenny Clark. Yeah, that should be Kenny Clark. Recovers well, and then great pass, steps into it, has enough time. Beautiful find. Look at that. Pinpoint accuracy between the 2 players in coverage here. Beautiful job by Justin Fields and the Bears offense. And we want to stay with that drive and look at the next 1st and 10 right away as well. This time, another really good concept. This time, execution by Justin Fields not totally there. Just somewhat of an overthrow to Cole Kmet. But overall, I love the concept for this one. Really like how they work play action early in that game. As for the route combination here, we will have somewhat of a post. I think this is N'Keal Harry in that case. I'm not totally sure, but doesn't matter. And then it follows up a wheel route right there by Dante Pettis. And on the backside, we'll have that crossing route to Cole Kmet, who gets targeted by the end of the day. And then a 10 and in a dig by EQ. Really like that concept. Attacks several coverages, but really works well in this case. And just a beautiful cross behind the linebackers. They're totally biting when you watch it. Right there. All the linebackers bite on the fake, especially this guy, and that opens up beautifully that space between linebackers and safety in that case. beautiful find too by Justin Fields. I love that he read it correctly and made the throw, but this time just a small overthrow. It happens to every quarterback in the league, which is okay, but I'm more happy with the decision by him, the decision making, being calm in the pocket and taking his chances. Really good read, like I said, just need a better throw there next time, but overall really good concept. Good job by Cole Kmet as well, finding that space between linebackers and safeties, getting behind the defense. Good job there too. And then a almost really good pass play, but just didn't fully work out. As for the third play in a row, there you see the bugs with the green lights here and there. This time, wanted to show this run. I'm not showing a lot of runs today. I think that's one of the only two that I'm showing today, but this one was a really beautiful one. Read option from this angle, you see it even better. Nasty blocking from the offensive line in that scenario. You'll have just right there. Is that a trap or is that just a pull block? Nonetheless, by Cody Whitehair all the way from the left guard spot to the outside shoulder of the tight end who moves away. Cole Kmet in that case, he makes one heck of a block in that scenario. Then you have a pull through, I think, the B gap by my man Braxton Jones in that scenario too. And then just beautiful execution overall by the offensive line. Also really good read by Justin Fields right there on Preston Smith, who bites on David Montgomery in that case, and then keeps it to the outside. Boom, breaks through it. Beautiful blocks. Cody just laid that dude out. It should be Kingsley Enikberi, and then beautiful block on the second level by my man Braxton Jones too. Really good execution. Really just wanted to showcase that run because it was so well blocked by the offensive line. So now moving on to the next play that we want to look at today, which is in drive 2 of the game, 3rd and 5 situation. And this is just a great scheme once again by the Chicago Bears offense in that scenario. Cole Kmet motions over, gets into the flats immediately, somewhat of a pick play, rub route in that scenario, decides to throw, good throw by Justin Fields, and overall just once again love the concept on this play by the Bears. Like I said, you have that motion over by Cole Kmet. He gets over here, and then as soon as he's over there, Justin snaps the ball. He runs into the flats. He gets freed up because Dante Pettis, I think it is in that scenario. I hope he is it, but it doesn't matter. He's running somewhat of that rub route, taking away 2 defenders in that case, or at least one guy, the guy in front of him. And then you'll have also a strict go route to clear out by Byron Pringle too. So on 3rd and 5, really smart play, easy completion for your quarterback. Not a big risk play, and it perfectly works out for them. And then on the backside, you have somewhat of that corner curl by Chase Claypool. Perfect execution by the offense. There you see the rub route by Byron Pringle as the number 2 receiver there. In a second, there he is, takes away this guy and this guy too. So perfect execution right there, and then wide open in the flats, easy find, good ball by Justin Fields, and then an easy first down by the Chicago Bears offense in that scenario. Looking at it from the end zone angle too, there you see it again, motion over, easy route into the flats, finds him, boom, easy completion, easy first down. Good job at getting some yak too, first down for the Bears in that scenario. So now a situation later in the same drive, this time a 2nd and 10 situation, and this is the big time touchdown for Justin Fields. Unfortunately, once again, we have that bug by the Game Pass. I don't know what it is. I had that just once. I think it was a Giants game, but look at that. Pure athleticism, takes it to the house. Justin Fields is just absolutely incredible, and we'll rewatch it and analyze it from the end zone angle. I mean, just once again, simple read option. Or I have to show you that even from the all-22 angle, but they did a great job this time of actually defending it, and it's just Justin Fields being an insane athlete that has pure talent and is just unstoppable because you have this defensive end right there, which should be Kingsley Enikberi, who bites on, or just not even bites on it, I think he's even meant to just crush in and take out the running back in that scenario. And then you have that cornerback right there who stands next to, I think, Dante Pettis, who's about to crash in and blitz from that spot. And usually that's a really good concept against that because you get the corner who's about to focus on Justin Fields if he pulls it, and you have Enikberi who comes from the backside from the edge position who's ready to crash in and make the tackle on David Montgomery. But this time when you look at it, Corner comes in, and it's just Justin Fields right there. Boom, breaking the guy's ankles. Should have been a tackle for loss maybe, but Justin Fields is just that type of guy, and then breaks a potential -2-yard loss into a 55-yard touchdown run. That's incredible, incredible physical talent, and I'm so excited that we have him as a quarterback, man. It's incredible to watch his games, to watch a game tape afterwards. It's just pure joy of watching this man go to work, and just incredible outrunning all the linebackers, defensive backs. Justin Fields is one heck of a damn player. So now, moving on to drive number 3 for the Chicago Bears offense. Absolutely love this play by Justin Fields. This is one that definitely shows progress or development so far from the entire season, from the start to the beginning. He wouldn't have made that throw by the beginning of the season, in my opinion. And this one just looks like a small gain, 5 yards, but so much is happening on that play. You have empty formation. You risk a lot. You have, it looks like 5 rushers are about to crash in and try to get to Justin Fields. And man, one guy comes to Justin Fields real quick. We'll see that from the end zone angle. But overall, really good play design in that scenario. Like I said, 1st and 10 situation. You have a hitch by both outside receivers, and then right there also from, I think that's a running back there, Evans in that scenario, or David Montgomery, doesn't matter. And then I think we'll have Cole Kmet here. It's really tough to see because the Bears coach's video absolutely sucks, but that should be Cole Kmet with a dig, 10 and in, and then a 5 and out by Ryan Griffin in that situation, the other tight end. And this one just standing in there, getting hit, knowing pre-snap where he wants to throw the ball to, because if not, he's getting sacked in that scenario, knows where he wants to go with it. He sees that corners are backing off at the time of, or pre-snap still, right? They're backing off, so Justin Fields sees it and attacks that, knows that he has leverage, knows that he has an easy completion right there between, I don't know who the corner is it Douglas against EQ in that spot, has tons of leverage, knows the play, knows the situation on the field, identifies the coverage, sticks in there, tough throw, getting hit by a defensive lineman right away, and then just quick release, being able to get the ball out. That's big time progress in Justin Fields' development, and I absolutely love to see it. No wonder who got beat. It was Sam Mustipher, but one heck of a play in that scenario by Justin Fields. So now moving on to another situation later in that drive number 3 for, or no, actually drive number 4 for the Chicago Bears, excuse me. This time a 3rd and 5 situation. Beautiful play. Ball goes to number 10, Chase Claypool in that situation, but overall really good routes on the play. Great execution by the Bears overall. Justin Fields has several open options on that, and I just really love the play design for this one and how the Bears executed it this time. Overall, we have a motion over, and as for the scheme itself, we'll have Chase Claypool who gets the ball, who runs somewhat of that corner post slash corner curl, slash normal basic curl, and then we'll have running back or tight end, whoever it is in that scenario, with a block and route into the flats. Same for the tight end in that scenario, block, and then going into the flats. As for the rest of the guys, we'll have Dante Pettis with a nasty 10 and in dig route in that scenario, and then just a basic go route by my man Byron Pringle in that scenario. When we look at it again, just really love how Justin Fields stands in the pocket, has really just also a good pocket to work with. Look at that. And then overall, love how composed he is in the pocket. Picks his guy, has him, beautiful, accurate football there. Really good completion overall by the Bears. Love the route by Chase Claypool too. Makes the catch really good. But overall, I also want to show you probably the nastiest route of today's film room, which is by Dante Pettis in that scenario, against Keyshawn Nixon, I think. And that's one heck of a dig route. Just look at them. You can watch it again, but boom, absolutely gives it to him. I mean, incredible, nasty route. That's something I had to showcase here. But overall, really good decision by Justin Fields. Love the pocket work too. Look at Tevin Jenkins, 76, against Kenny Clark. I think one-on-one really manhandles him right there in that situation. He lost his fair share, but he did also win some good matchups against him. So overall, good job by the offensive line, that scenario. And then we want to move on to the next play as well. This time, play action pass. Boom, fits it in there. Chase Claypool feed the man, gets a catch again, but at the end of the play, fumbles the football, which is unfortunate. And he was somewhat injured as well, which limited him for the remainder of the game. He still played some snaps, but I bet he was not feeling all too well. Overall, design-wise, also like this design a lot. You'll have a basic curl. And that's an error by, I think, Dante Pettis. EQ is about to run a very deep over route. And then on the opposite side, we'll have tight end one with Cole Kmet, who blocks and gets into the flats again. And then you'll have a dig 10 and in by Chase Claypool in that scenario. Really well ran route, gets open. Justin Fields once again calm in the pocket. Great pass, finds his guy, solid pocket to work with. And we can watch it again. Really, like I said, great read. Zips it in there right on the numbers. We will see it from the end zone angle too. Really accurate pass. And overall, a great play design with EQ stretching the field with that clear route, with that deep over route, just taking away that safety. You will see it in a second too from this angle. Right there, taking away that safety. He has to be aware of EQ. He can totally jump it. That opens up Chase Claypool in that scenario, and then a very pinpoint accurate pass by Justin Fields to get the first down. And like I said, unfortunately, it was fumbled by Chase Claypool in that situation. And after that fumble, we now want to move on to drive number 4 for the Chicago Bears offense. This time, probably one of the most beautiful passes of the entire game. There were a lot of beautiful ones, but one of the best passes of the entire day. When we watch it, you see just Justin Fields dropping back and then finds the man EQ deep against Jair Alexander. Beautiful deep ball right into the bucket. I mean, what a throw. Overall, play call wise, really love this one too. Just giving Justin Fields several options on the field to work with. We have on the top of the screen of that 2x2 formation, we'll have somewhat of that 7 out, or it's somewhat of that corner stop by Cole Kmet. As for my man, I think that should be N'Keal Harry or Chase Claypool, doesn't matter, with a drag in that scenario with a shallow. And then on the opposite side with Ryan Griffin, we'll have just that over the ball sit OTB route, and then just a simple beautifully ran go route by EQ. Attacks him. Really love how he runs the route, attacking him vertically, making him still. I mean, he's not getting him to flip his hips, but just hesitate for a quick second. Jair Alexander in that scenario, and that gets wide open, totally burned him, and then just one heck of a beautiful throw by Justin Fields in this one. Boom, look at that. Well-ran route, gets open right into the bucket. What a damn throw. That's for all the haters out there that say he's just a running back. I mean, a running back is not able to make these kinds of passes, So really big time pass, even getting hit in that one too, right? Look at that, getting hit big time. Obviously, it has to go green there, but beautiful pass, beautiful completion. What a throw by Justin Fields. And then David Montgomery finishes off that drive with a rushing touchdown. And that last play finished off the first half for the Chicago Bears. And now we want to jump into the second half and look at the drive number 2 for the Bears offense in the second half. A 3rd and 10 situation. And this is probably my favorite play of the entire day. No matter the 2 deep completions to each EQ and N'Keal Harry. This one, really beautiful one. Let's watch it. First of all, Cole Kmet motions over. Justin Fields gets the ball, is being snapped there. Play action, gets pressure, boom, steps up in the pocket, is being patient, and finds Cole Kmet, who adjusts beautifully on that football or on that play as well. Overall, when we look at that design for that play, camera-wise, it's a bit tough because the sun is just shining into Soldier Field in that scenario right there. But overall, we'll have Chase Claypool, who runs a 10 and in that scenario, and then on the backside or on the bottom of the screen, we'll have Byron Pringle, who runs a deep over route, and then also Dante Pettis, I think it is, who runs a 12-yard curl. And then Cole Kmet, who gets the pass, is running into the flats first, sees Justin Fields is in trouble, and then turns it up the field. We saw that several times with both players, and once again, beautifully executed. But why this is my favorite play? Just once again, growth in Justin Fields' game, right? Right there. Pocket collapses. Instead of pulling the ball and running for the first down or trying to get the first down on 3rd and 10. He's aware of the situation, eyes down the field, really great movements in the pocket, perfect footwork, just being composed. Like I said, just absolutely incredible stuff right there from Justin Fields. And then as soon as he steps up right there, he could run, but he hesitates, stays in there, knows his guy is wide open, has eyes down the field. So this guy has to jump, has a fast release, gets it over his head, big time improvements, and then a accurate football perfectly done to Cole Kmet. I mean, one heck of a play. Definitely my favorite play of the entire day. Just looking at his pocket presence, which just developed over the last couple of years, or since the Patriots game. It got better each and every game, basically. But this one really just showcases that he can be a pocket passer. And look at that. Just beautifully done. Gets it out there quick. Perfect pass. I mean, what a play by Justin Fields, and also credit to Cole Kmet for making that adjustment and that catch in that situation, obviously, as well. And that's already it for that drive for the Chicago Bears. That's all I have to show, because the Bears passed it only one more time after that beautiful play by Justin Fields and rushed it 6 damn times. For me, that's just a play calling issue at the moment. I mean, Luke Getsy is also a first-time play caller in the NFL. So he is also developing, so he will make his fair share of mistakes, which is okay. But for me, they had to stay aggressive here. They settled for a field goal with all those runs. But for me, Justin Fields looked incredible, especially early on in this drive. Why don't you keep giving him opportunities? Because he is especially looking so good so far in this game. So I didn't understand that, but this time, drive number 3 on the second half, 1st and 10 situation, and there we have it again, just proving my point from a second ago. Beautiful pass, this time the big-time completion to N'Keal Harry. It's tough for me to say if that was a planned play or if it just was all improvisation by N'Keal Harry in that case, but man, one heck of a throw and catch by the two right there. We'll have once again emptying it out, giving Justin Fields more pass catchers in that scenario. And then for the routes, it really looks like the 5-yard completion I talked about earlier to EQ, which is just, once again, same concept. Hitch, 5 and out by, in this case, once again, Ryan Griffin. Then you have a over route, not a 10 and in this time, by Cole Kmet. And then by Monty, by the running back, a hitch once again, and also by the outside a hitch. So it's the same concept, going back to it on 1st and 10. Want to give him a easy completion, so that's why I'm thinking it was improvisation by the two, N'Keal Harry especially, because as soon as he sees Justin Fields is not having anybody open, he breaks his route and slips right behind Jair Alexander and turns it into a stop and go, which was a great situation for the Bears. And then you have just great pocket work also by Justin Fields in that scenario. Boom, getting out there from the pocket, being patient, and then delivering one heck of a throw. Boom, look at that. Perfect outside shoulder throw, and then just some Calvin Johnson type of catch by N'Keal Harry in that situation. Absolutely love it too. But overall, big time play by both of them. Justin Fields, once again, staying composed, eyes down the field, and then making a big time, beautiful catch to N'Keal Harry, who I'm super happy for that he's having some good games here in Chicago. I hope he stays and is going to be a good, valuable piece down the stretch. But there you have it again. I mean, look at that catch. That's incredible concentration, perfect placement, back shoulder placement, incredible accuracy right there down the field by Justin, and then just incredible insane catch by N'Keal Harry in that situation. Absolutely love this play. So now moving on to the last 2 plays for today's film room. This time drive number 4 for the Chicago Bears. And this time the Bears once again had the problem with the last big time play to N'Keal Harry, that they were running out the clock once again. We're just running down the Packers' throats, but it wasn't really working. And they went away from Justin Fields' passes and ended up missing a field goal with Cairo Santos. So would have loved the Bears to stay patient in that situation, stay aggressive, but they didn't. So now the Bears are down. They desperately need something out of their offense. This time, 2nd and 10 situation, the first one that we want to look at. This time, really good, beautiful completion to tight end 1, Cole Kmet in that scenario. Really like this one, how he throws it on this one. And when we look at the play concept overall, we'll have that bunch formation at the top of the screen with the inside right there. Dante Pettis heading out into the flats. Then you have Chase Claypool, who runs somewhat of a hitch. And, oh no, excuse me, that's wrong. He runs somewhat of a, just sit right there, and then a 10 and in by EQ in that situation. And at the bottom of the screen, you have just a 3-step slant against Jair Alexander. Really good job by Cole Kmet too at getting open. Really tight window throw for Justin Fields in this one, and love how he zips it in there. Right there, sees it pre-snap that the linebacker is going to crunch down here, and has lots of space in between those two guys. That's a throwing window you can easily work with. Cole Kmet, good job at getting open, and then zips it in there. Bang, beautiful catch by Cole Kmet, and then also sticking onto the football, getting hit right there. Really good stuff by the young duo. And also love how he reads the defense pre-snap. He sees right there, motion tells him that the linebackers is in somewhat, not really a zone. It's a zone situation because you see Adrian Amos passing it on to him and getting out there. But linebacker Quay Walker doesn't see it right there, still travels with him, and that gives him tons of space to work with for Justin Fields. Sees that pre-snap easily, confidently now can take that slant to Cole Kmet, zips it in there, really accurate pass. Easy first down for the Chicago Bears in that scenario, I think. And then the next situation that we want to look at is the actual interception that basically ended the game. We don't want to look at the last drive because it's just unnecessary garbage time stuff where you want to make some shit happen. But for this one, I think it's really tough to say it's totally on EQ. It's just basically a miscommunication, right? Play-wise, you'll have two post curls that we saw so often this year by the Chicago Bears. That play is in every single game now, and they had to fit it into that game too, I guess. You have just the two insides with block and outs, and then the outsides with a post curl, and the Bears ran at each and every single game, and at some point, opponents will figure it out, I guess. They saw that look now on tape for every single game this year, so if I can figure that out, I think they can figure it out too. And then just a better play by Jair Alexander on this one. Route-wise, it's also not well ran. I mean, you want to stop on a dime and don't use that many steps. And just not a really good route by EQ. He also drifts away from it. He's not really cutting it sharp there with the route. And Justin wants to anticipate it, tries to take the chance to him, trusts him to get open, but at this point, it's just not the wide receivers that you usually want to trust in those situations. EQ might be a really good wide receiver 4 or 5 for your team, and I hope he stays in that role for the Bears next year, but he's not that type of guy that runs crisp routes on every single down, so that's why that was an interception, just a basic miscommunication. Also, Fields came out and said it was supposed to be a dig route. EQ said he ran the correct route, so just once again showcases the miscommunication in that scenario for the Bears, and it ends up as an interception. It is what it is, but overall it was still an okay play call by Luke Getsy, but I didn't necessarily love it. So, for an overall conclusion, I'm really happy how Justin Fields played against the Green Bay Packers, and I'm still thinking that this is the best passing performance of Justin Fields' young career, and I'm expecting a lot more over the last couple of weeks of him passing and developing as a passer. He already showed big-time strides against the Packers last Sunday. Really beautiful footwork in the pocket, being composed, being calm, and just making wise decisions on the field, and then just being super accurate with the football on several of those footballs, some tight window throws. Absolutely love it. Luke Getsy's side, I think it was a bit too run heavy for how good Justin Fields played. I think they could have involved him a lot more in the passing game, and Luke Getsy just decided to play it safe against the Packers, and that was the reason why the Bears lost it by the end of the day, because they settled for field goals / missed field goals and didn't finish the job. But overall, I think he also brings in some nice concepts this year that look way better than Luke Getsy's offense, and overall the offensive performance once again was pretty damn good against a talented Packers defense that definitely gave their best against us. And overall, like I said, Justin Fields is the franchise quarterback of this team. We finally, really, I truly believe, found the guy at the position, and we got one heck of a player that's athletically better than everybody else on the field, and just one heck of a good passer as well as soon as he gets the opportunities. So with that being said, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what you think of Justin Fields' Week 13 performance against the Packers. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. Check out Instagram and Twitter if you want to as well. And as always, guys, Bear down.